Hey everyone, in this video we are gonna cover DatePicker widget in Flutter. Let's get started. Here I have a stateful widget and in the build method I have a material button. If I save the code, we can see our button on screen. If I press on this button, it should show me a DatePicker dialog. For that, in the on press, I'll make a separate function with the name DatePicker and then I'll go outside the build method and create this function. Inside the function, I'll call showDatePicker. It is looking for two things. If I hover on first date, it requires a date time variable. Basically, first date means from where you want to start the calendar. I'll pass 2000 here. And in the last date, I'll pass it 2030. And then we have initial date. Here I'll pass datetime.now. If I save the code and press the button, we can see our date picker dialog on screen and our calendar is starting from 2000 and the last date will go for the year 2030. Further, let's style the dialog. It has a builder property that take context and a nullable widget. So I'll pass them and return a theme. It is looking for data and child. In the child, I'll pass it nullable and in the data, I'll pass theme data. To change the main color of dialog, we have primary color. So I'll pass here a blue color and then I'll make use material 3 set to false. Without making it false, theme will not apply. If I save the code and press the button, now our dialog is looking good. Next, I want to show the selected date on UI. For that, I'll write a text here. At this moment, the text is too close to the button. So I'll give a size box of 30 between the widgets. Now the idea is to display the selected date in this text. For that, I'll move outside the build method and here I'll create a datetime variable. Then I'll set it to datetime.now initially. Next, I'll pass this variable to our text widget. If I save the code, you can see today's date and time on screen. And if I try to select any date, the UI is not updating. To make the changes on screen, here I'll call .then function and inside I'll call setState and pass the value to our datetime variable. If I save it and try to select a date, you can see now it is showing us our selected date. Lastly, to make the date structured, I'll go to pubspec.yaml file and here I'll install Intel package. Then I'll come back to the code and in the text I'll remove the variable and here I'll write date format. This is coming from Intel package and inside I'll write how I want the date should look and then I'll call .format and pass our datetime variable. If I save the code, you can see now our date looks perfect and I can select any of date. It will show on UI. That's the date picker widget in Flutter. I've dropped the source code link in description.